Okay, we are now joined by members of the West Texas A&M women's basketball program. The center of our podium, the head coach, Josh Prock. On the near side, we have Alivia Lewis. Alivia is a senior post from Los Lunas, New Mexico. On the far side, Karley Motschenbacher. Karley is a freshman guard from Moorhead, Minnesota. First, before we start, couple notes. This was the 23rd tournament final appearance for the Lady Buffs. They are 16-7 overall, today being their 16th tournament title, and they have won 3 of the last 5 LSC tournament titles. So, Coach, open it up. You look at the stat sheet. People say stats tell the story. They really do in this case. Both teams 25 field goals, 1 3-pointer different. Both teams 13 free throws, 2 rebounds different. Neither team committed a whole lot of turnovers, and it came down to the final seconds.
I'm beginning to lose adjectives for this team. They are amazing young ladies. I mean, and first off, I think you're absolutely correct. What a battle. Commerce is one heck of a team. Amazing. Coach Burton, I have as much respect for him as anybody, and their kids played their hearts out. Like you said, can't you look across the stat line? Nobody really beat themselves. Teams had to beat each other, and our girls did a great job in the second half of closing that gap that we had to make up.
First 3 quarters, the offense, I don't know if not in sync is the word, but it was stop and go. And then in the fourth quarter, you guys shoot 61% from the floor, largely because of Karley, who just picked the offense on her shoulders and said, let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. We knew we felt like we had a little bit of a mismatch there with her, and so we tried to exploit that as much as possible and give Karley credit. She's the one that went there and made the baskets and made the plays. And that just, again, these kids just showed hearts of champions, never quitting. I think we were down 8 or something with 5 or 6 minutes to go, and we closed that. I think we were on like 11 overrun or something like that real quick, and we're able to close that gap, but then give them credit because they, like a heavyweight fight, they punched back, and then I think there at the end, where we were up by 1, Desiree Colonel, made a tremendous play there to make that over a great defender in Jayla Burgess, and we come back, and then what are you going to say? Lauren Taylor just was not going to be denied that rebound and got it back up, got fouled, and anyway, so it was just a tremendous finish.
Lauren steps to the line, a 67% free throw shooter on the year, knocks them both down, gives you 1-point lead. Then you go the other way and have to play defense, and Alivia and Jayla Burgess come up big.
Yeah, they do. They again, that's a constant theme amongst our team. When you look like the way you want to finish a game, you want to finish it on an effort plays, and we were able to get that last rebound and then get that stop, and that was a close shot. That did help to hit off the rim, so I was glad when it hit off the rim it went the other way.
Karley, let's start with you. Go back, the offense hit and miss through 3 quarters, and then it's like the last 5-6 minutes of the game, you said, we're not going to lose.
I wasn't doing too hot the first 3 quarters, like you said, but it was just a mentality thing. I knew that it was now or never, and I knew I could change the game if I really, really trusted myself. And I said a quick prayer before the fourth quarter, and I said, God, you're in control. Like let's get this game together, and it worked out.
And Alivia, we know you for your rebounding, and you come up with 13 rebounds today, but we're sitting on press row as the seconds wind down, and more than one person said, holy cow, 8 blocked shots.
Wow.
We know you block shots as well.
Surprise.
But,
I didn't know that.
I didn't either till just now.
Talk us through those closing seconds where Commerce was trying to get the ball inside, and you and Jayla were converging and just deflecting shot after shot.
To be honest, I don't really remember a lot of just because I would just remember praying the whole time, like, God, please give us the strength to finish this game. At the end of the day, I think defense is just heart and effort, and if you want to get a stop, and you want it bad enough, you're going to get it. So I think just Jayla especially did a great job playing defense, and I I think we just wanted it more, so that's why
And
we
I'm
got those
saying,
stops.
Olivia, don't foul.
Yeah. I was telling myself too.
You know, just real quick, I think that's one of the first times they probably actually got the stats right. I think if you really stat this young lady, when I go back and I watch the game, you know, it'll say on the stat sheets 2 or 3 blocks, whatever. It's really set. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but it's usually 6 to 8 every game that this young lady's blocking. So that's not a surprise to me.
Well, and that was the difference in the game, coach. You're inside between Olivia with her 8 block shots, but you had 3 other ones there as well, and inside is really where you dominated today.
Yeah, and I mean that's and that's a huge strength. I mean, obviously, you have the Player of the Year and the Deanna Robinson kid. I mean, she played a tremendous game and made some big shots. And but I also think that their inside game is a huge strength of theirs, and we challenged our kids to, like, you guys are going to have to stop them one-on-one. You're gonna. I mean, we don't do a lot of doubling and stuff like that. We just trust our defenders to guard your girl, take them away, and give our girls credit. They did.
Okay, so who was more nervous there at the free throw when Lauren Taylor stepped to the free throw line, you or her?
I don't think either one of us, to be honest with you. And I mean,
I was gonna say.
here's a.
I'm still praying.
Whether fortunate or unfortunate, in my career, that's the 4th time as a head coach that's been in that situation, and all 4 times our kids have stepped to the line and made it in different situations, and it just goes to the mentality of these kids and how tough they are. I honestly had no doubt that Lauren was going to make it. I didn't. I mean, I felt very strong. I mean, these kids, I mean, you could tell she wanted. But what helped her make that, to me, is that rebound she got. When you go that hard after the rebound, the free throws become easy now, in my opinion. And so, yeah, it's big free throws, obviously, but I mean, like Ken said, I mean, they went to the line 17 times. We went 14. We made 13 of our 14. I mean, you really couldn't go across the board with more even stats. But the big one I want to say is they were up 9 on rebounding in the first half. We closed that gap and only out-rebounded us by 2, and I thought that was a big part of the second half.
To wrap up our press conference here, your schedule this year, you opened with a meat grinder, but you had a plan all along. Now here you are getting ready to go to the regionals.
I mean, it's wow. I mean, we knew it was going to be tough. When they hired you, they said, "Here's your schedule." I said, "Oh, okay, all right. We'll see what we can do with that." But I mean, we knew it was going to be tough early on, playing the teams that we did. But we grinded it out and kept going. And again, I'm proud of the result these kids had.
Looking forward to the draw tonight. See where we might end up, where you might end up, and best of luck next weekend.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.